Hi, is this the Cartoon Network office? Yes, I believe you owe me a check. Yo, dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighborhood JaxBlade is back and with another video for y'all today. And this video is actually based on a question I got on my Tumblr account, and I'm just gonna read it to y'all.
Hey Jax, I'm a big fan of the Tough Like the Toon series and Would That Work Out? And I had a question for you. In all honesty, if you rank the training routines of characters from easiest for an average person to do to you will definitely die doing this training, what will be your top 10 characters going from easiest to death? Love your work, senpai.
And I just absolutely thought this was a great topic for a video, and I was just like, alright, I'm just gonna get right to it. Now, as many of you know, I have a series on my channel called Would That Work Out? Where I use my knowledge of personal training and exercise science to analyze how effective a fictional character's routine would be if you attempt it in real life. And I also have a series on my channel called Tough Like the Toons, where I take fictional characters' routines and make them more manageable so that you can try them out in real life and become, you know, stronger and just feel like the hero of your own story. So I have those two mainstays on my channel. Those two are my babies. Those are two of my just like, I love them so much. But today's video will actually be counting down 10, well actually 12, because some of them are pairs of characters' training routines from easiest to most difficult, and which one will give you actually more gains if you attempt it in real life, the actual program, versus pain and death. Like, just, you would just be completely effed up if you actually did this in real life, like no matter what fitness point you are at right now. So basically, which one will help you and which one will kill you. And before anyone starts typing, "On their universe is clearly established that humans can train like Today we're talking about the average person, whether a gym goer or not, just an average human being attempting these routines and seeing how effective it would work or how badly it would just F you up. So that is what we're focusing on today. So sort of like a summarized version of Would That Work Out. I highly recommend watching my Would That Work Out videos because I go way in depth and I talk about the science of the training and all the exercise anatomy and physiology and all that. And then for Tough Like the Toons, you can actually try them out for yourself in a toned down manner, but it'll still get you great results. Like, I've had tons of people message me saying they got great results from Tough Like the Toons, and I'm helping so many people with them. But yeah, that's how we're gonna go for today's video.
Number 1, Saitama from One Punch Man. Okay, realistically, most of y'all knew this was coming. If freaking BuzzFeed employees can do it for a month, anyone can. Real talk, Saitama's training is something you could pretty much do in a basic gym class. Alright, you do push-ups, sit-ups, squats, pull-ups. You actually do more stuff in gym class. And if you had proper coaching and built yourself up, you can jog those type of miles every day. Now, running is a different story, but there are tons of people, and I mean tons of people, who literally just jog and run miles. Like, it's a crazy thing that you can look up for yourself. Now, should you do it? Probably not. There are other people on this list who have better routines to get you a strong athletic build, and this routine is rather limited as you don't hit your back and your shoulders will be imbalanced because you're just working the front part of them and no rear delt, so you'd be more prone to shoulder injuries, which I am all too familiar with.
I give this training a 5 out of 10 on the difficulty scale, as the running is really the only thing that will be very difficult, because after you like do body weight exercises after a while, doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, just it becomes easier that you just like you don't even register it like as a workout, because you've just become so accomplished by doing it and just accustomed, and your body is just like, okay, I need some extra challenge, bro. So yeah, definitely 5 out of 10. The only difficulty would be the running portion on the difficulty scale.
Next up, the girls of Donbaru Nankiro Motaro. As many of you followed me for a while know, Donbaru Nankiro Motaro has easily become one of my most favorite mangas to ever read each and every month. Though they've been taking a long break, so I've just been sort of like, oh come on, I need my girl Hibiki back. But if you want to know the full story behind it, just watch this video I made last year when I was first introduced to it. It's a series of these girls literally going to the gym and learning exercises to build muscle, burn fat, and make themselves stronger and look better on a day-to-day basis. The comedy in this series is absolutely genius, and the exercise descriptions and gym knowledge is just so freaking on point.
And honestly, Hibiki is one of my personal favorite characters ever introduced in a series, okay? Because she eats like Goku, she punches like Ippo, and she trains like a badass. I think this manga, I need this manga to have an anime. Please, sometime next year, 2019, or later, winter 20 18, yeah, that's the year, I keep forgetting. And yeah, just give me that. Give me a Donbrew, non-Kiro Motaro freaking anime. But if y'all haven't got into it, read the manga. But so far, I would literally just rate this 5 out of 10 on difficulty scale, because you can either make it more challenging or more difficult, but because it's just standard gym training, and that can be any way you want it. It could be like the most basic thing, it could be the most intense thing, or it can just be like something to challenge you moderately. So I give this a 5 out of 10 on the difficulty scale. Only reason it's above Saitama is because like you can constantly improve yourself, because if you did the same thing every single day, then you would just be, you know, stuck the same.
On to number 3, Izuku Midoriya's 10 months of training from My Hero Academia. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know I've talked in depth about this routine so many times on this channel, and I even made my own real life version of it that you can actually try out today. Link below. But yes, this one, while very time consuming, is actually quite manageable. But that does not take away from its difficulty level, as it combines strongman lifting, bodybuilding, and calisthenics that help chisel Deku into a powerful hero that would turn your gravity into depravity for the boys so they could smash
all my long. Oh my! But yes, challenging but doable, just like my 10-month program that you can achieve by clicking that link below. And I would definitely give this a 6 out of 10 because it does take a lot more work, effort, focusing on meal plans and sleeping and training and all those protocols. It's on the anime scale level of difficulty, definitely I put it at a 6 out of 10, but can definitely get you great results.
Number 4, Ippo from Hajime no Ippo. Honestly, out of all the training you could mimic from real life, Ippo's is the most plausible if you just join a boxing gym. As with most sports anime, the series, while the training is kicked up like 20%, it's really doable. There may be some insane punches, feats of stamina, and muscle shown, but all of it, honestly, is manageable if you are dedicated enough. Matter of fact, go try my Tough Like the Tunes for him and get yourself some added work in.
So for Ippo himself and his training, because he watched the boy grow over the time before he got his, thing happened to him. I'm not gonna spoil what that is, but yeah, I would definitely give him like a 6, 7 out of 10 because it really is based on like just really difficult athletes. I would give this like a high 7 out of 10 like on the anime scale list, because remember sports anime is different, because he does train insanely hard, insanely well, but most of the stuff you can build up to doing, especially if you go to a boxing gym. There are some things, like the Iron Fist training where he's punching the freaking rock, but he didn't do that. He like learned, I ain't gonna destroy my arms. But yeah, I would definitely give this 7 out of 10 because it's, out of all of them so far, this seems like the most challenging but the most doable in the sense, you get what I'm saying? Like you could easily do it, and just try my Tough Like the Tunes for authentic version of Hajime no Ippo's training. Booyah.
Number 5 on this list is actually the first non-anime character, though I know a bunch of people are going to debate whether Avatar is an anime or not, because people say Teen Titans is anime and Boondocks is anime and freaking Voltron and stuff like that. But whatever. Like, I'm just going to say for the sake of this video, this is the first non-anime character we got on this. Uncle Iroh's training from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I just want to include him because it was really intense and I just love Iroh so much. Now, you may wonder why I put this above Ippo, as Iroh does nowhere near as much as him, and with that, you'd be correct. But the physical skills Iroh shows are much more intense for a beginner to learn than Ippo's. Iroh has mastered repping out freestanding handstand push-ups and one-arm chin-ups, which not anyone can just do off the fly. They take a tremendous amount of upper body strength and control to master.
For the sheer fact that he is repping out one-arm chin-ups and handstand push-ups, like he's just doing them effortlessly, I give this the slight edge. So I will put this at another 7 out of 10 because it's one of those things where if you actually know how to do those, or like master how to do those, you learn how much time it takes to get those down. And yeah, that's definitely a lot more physical than that. Like again, I would give Ippo props for, being able to do what he's able to do, but just by doing that and that, like not everyone can do those. Not everyone can do handstand push-ups without a wall or freehand push-ups like on the get-go, like if you're right new to doing it. So I'm definitely gonna give Iroh props for that because that was insane, the way he just is able to rep them out, like the muscular strength and endurance to do that. But yep, I'm giving this a straight 7 out of 10 as well.
Number 6, Kenichi from The Mightiest Disciple. The hell this poor boy had to endure to become the badass monster he was at the end of the series. Training with several powerful masters who could kill you with one punch and constantly want you to exceed is both a blessing and a curse. In my Would That Work Out and Tough Like the Tunes for Kenichi, you see and feel that this boy has to go through all this insane mess to become a stronger warrior and fighter. But again, his masters don't actually want to kill him. They push him hard enough to where he might break, but then Akasame fixes him right back up. This routine def ain't for beginners at all, but again, if you took the time building up,
you def be a beast once you made it through those first few hurdles. Because those first few hurdles, oh my god, they're gonna be hell, but once you adapt and then you become stronger, it's gonna be one of those things that you're able to accomplish. But yeah, if you're a beginner, this would freaking kill. This could potentially kill you if Akasame wasn't around and the masters like had their way with you fully. So I would definitely say 7.5 out of 10. That's what I would rate this. 7.5 out of 10. Very close to an 8, but if the masters, I don't think the masters would let you die in that sense.
Number 7, Goku and Vegeta.
Move this man!
I know some of you may be upset that they're only number 7, but here's my response.
They are aliens. They are already hacks.
Everyone else on this list is human, albeit with powers, but we know Saiyans already have a physical edge over everybody else. They were born on a planet with 10 times Earth's normal gravity. They are stronger even without training.
If you can send your freaking babies to other planets to conquer them, your species is hacks. Like, there's no debate there. There's no discussion to be like brought up. It is hacks, all right? You're sending babies to destroy planets. Your species is hacks.
But with that said, Goku and Vegeta do train extremely hard to increase their already great power. I mean, to an average human, their training, especially in like gravity and with Beerus, will most definitely kill you. Like, there's no beating around the bush, that would kill you. Unless you did it all regularly. Like you mastered your body through weighted calisthenics and built a strong, massive bod. Then by all means it works, but it's definitely gonna be difficult to learn and to master doing all those handstand push-ups and all those stuff like with weighted clothing. But it's achievable, but it's like very dangerous if you tried to do it the way they do it in the series. Just like plopping right into 100 times or 10 times or getting blasted by a cat god. So yeah, that's a no-go.
I'm giving this a straight 8 out of 10 because DBZ will always be the god of anime training motivation to me. Like, I don't care what anyone says, this is like the hypest one. Out of all the training out there, DBZ is number one, the GOAT in my opinion, of training motivation and inspiration. Just like look at JustSaiyan.co, like that's what they built their entire brand off of. And yes, that is true. Alright, nothing competes with DBZ in training in my opinion. So I always give it props and respect for that. But again, alien hacks, I'm gonna give this 8 out of 10.
Number 8 takes us to Rock Lee and Mike Guy from Naruto.
Lee and Guy are nowhere near Vegeta and Goku. I know, okay? I know. But just because you're physically stronger doesn't mean your training wouldn't be any comparable to someone else's. As a matter of fact, I did a whole video on this that you can check out and when the thing goes by. So watch that.
Okay, taking out the fact that Lee can move insanely fast with ridiculous weights on him, and Guy as a child ran 5,000 laps around what appeared to be a 400-meter track.
These two are training junkies. They never stop.
They walk on their hands constantly for miles. They crank out tens of thousands of push-ups on a daily basis. They train so much that they can run miles on end even while sleeping. And they always try to beat themselves every time they train.
So, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
Their motto is stronger than you were yesterday. So they constantly push themselves to what would be massive overtraining to an average person. Not to mention the fact their gates training, which can tear the body apart and leave you dead once you unlock all 8, it's just a whole nother level of destroying the body. I go in full detail of their training in my Would Rock Lee and Mike Guy's training work in real life video, so if those are people interested, be sure to give that a watch.
Definitely try my Tough Like the Tunes out for these two because I think it's one of the best I've done. And also, like, I'm giving these ones straight 9 out of 10 because if you can jog while you're sleeping, like you're just unconscious and still jogging, okay, like you're on another level, buddy. You're on another level.
Number 9, Baki Hanma from Baki the Grappler. Now, I know some of you are looking at me like, you choose Baki over Rock Lee and Goku? He's just a human. Alright, sit your ass down. Baki's training is something I'd consider pure hell to go through. Some of the others on this list have straight up superpowers. Baki doesn't. Baki has been training since childhood to beat the strongest man on the planet.
And boy, Baki has gone some stuff that will legit murder an average person no matter who you are.
Like legit no contest, taking away his early year stuff. Once he got into the woods and from then on, you die. No question.
Some of y'all may be lucky, but 99.996999799% of y'all are dead. Just dead. No coming back.
Boy jumps backwards off a mountain to activate his near-death focus to become a true grappler in the series, then proceeds to fight a giant monster ape.
Yo, mega dead at this point.
But not only that, he trains with the purpose of enduring physical pain. He works till his muscles feel like they are breaking. He runs so much that he has no more sweat to drop. His shadowboxing bouts are so realistic, he physically takes damage. And he sparred T-Rexes, giant mantises, and his father Yujiro, which is a whole nother level of insanity, especially if you keep up with the series. Most everyone else on this list trains with the purpose of getting stronger and better, and honestly look like they got a good workout in for their skill set, but Baki, boy drops.
If you want to learn more, just watch my Baki the Grappler Would That Workout that goes way outside like the scope of this video and just goes really in depth on all the training Baki did through the series. I'm giving this a straight 10 out of 10 on the difficulty scale.
Number 10, Roronoa Zoro from One Piece. Some of you may be proud, but some of you may be salty. But here's why I'm putting him at the most difficult for the average person to do in real life. Subtracting the boulders he lifted as a child, and the jaw training he had to do to fight and not break his neck. It was his training with Mihawk that puts him at number 1. For 2 years straight, Zoro fought countless giant warrior mandrills with just his swords. The equivalent of doing this in real life will be fighting 20 Mighty Joe Youngs and mini King Kongs, all armed with Cloudbuster blades and giant sniper rifles. Alright? Yeah.
I don't give a damn how much you are benching, bro. Your ass is getting folded in all types of directions if you even attempted to try this at any skill level. I don't give a damn who you are. This is 10 out of 10. This is 11 out of 10 difficulty training scale. So I don't care who you are. That shit would just F you up unless you some literal Kryptonian Super Saiyan from another world who just did 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats every day. Yeah, no. Shit ain't happening, bro. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you had some fun watching it as well. And definitely tell me who you would put as your rankings, okay? Because I'm curious to read and get this discussion going. And definitely check out my playlist for Would That Work Out and Tough Like the Tunes. I have just a bunch of them. It's like good for you to marathon and just have fun with it. And I always enjoy people watching those videos because those are my babies. I love them so much. And yeah, thank you for watching. And I've got to say this. Something I'm supposed to bring up. Oh, be sure to sign up for Project Naruto. It's my new book I'm working on. Actually, it's not just on Naruto. That's just the prototype name, but it's going to help you with like building motivation, consistency, discipline, and how you can just stick with it and actually want to do something you want to do. So definitely keep that in mind, and definitely just click the link down below to sign up for it so you'll be the first one to know when it's released. I actually had a lot of fun with this video, and there's so many characters I can choose from, so I can just go back and do it again, and I can always just keep going random order and like just measuring them. And if you enjoy this series, let me know, or if you just like, I didn't like it, then I won't do it anymore. All right, but I had fun with this. I had just a lot of fun with this, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. Anything else I need to say? I'm counting down the editors because I had to literally trim down 1,000 of the editor submissions I got, so I'm down to like my final 20. So I'm just gonna see that, and then once I get that editor, I can like just start putting out videos sporadically because I have like 10 scripts done. I have so much videos I want to do, and excuse me, I'm just excited to like be uploading consistently now. Also, I got good news, and my physical therapist gave me a bump to start weight training upper body again because I've had the tendon issues in my elbows, you know. So as long as I go light and slow, I can start doing that again. That's awesome. I felt good about that, so I want to share that with y'all. And you know, thank you for watching. And remember, like I always say, keep calm, booyah on, and don't forget, momentai. Now, go argue in the comments with each other over who you think wins, because I know this is going to be great. I'm going to go get some popcorn. All right, peace.